Welcome to the show, ladies and gents. We're here. We talk about wrestling.
Charlotte beat me. I put you in a neck brace before. I have no problem doing it again.
You haven't seen it, honey? I was...
Oh, bitch! No, the fuck y'all did. So much balls. There's too much balls on that ref. Too many red balls. Look at all these balls. Look at this. Damn! Oh, Jesus! We are witnessing child abuse on TV, Lord. Oh, have mercy. Now, watch your mouth when you talking to me, ho. Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth.
Okay, so let's just get this over with. Okay? I did not want to wait until the intro is over. I'm over it. Hello. How are you? How are you, Kayla? Hello. How are you? Thank you, Kenny. Please don't forget to subscribe. Make sure you hit the like button. And please be sure to make sure you turn on the notifications so you know every time that I go live or when I post a video, which is rare because I just go live. It's easier to go live. I can talk off the cuff and I don't have to do a lot of editing to make the video, With all that being said, child, listen. I still like NXT. I still enjoy NXT. There were some quirks, but let me tell y'all something. This last match they just had with Rose and Fire, abysmal. A mess. A fucking mess. If you think for a minute that match was 100% amazing, you're crazy. First of all, Mandy was not on her game. I know Mandy's going through a lot. I understand that. But sis, you out there, I'm pretty sure WWE would have gave you time off if you had requested it. You would have had to drop the title, of course, which wouldn't have been a bad thing if you asked me, And that's no shade to you or any of the things that you're going through. But let's just keep it real. You were off your ass in that match. You were not good. You were not on point. Kaylee Ray had to carry your ass through that fucking match. And then y'all have that bullshit finish with Isla Dawn. For what? For what? What is the point? What is the point? Because I can tell you right now, I'm out. I'm not watching another match with Mandy Rose. And be quite honest, the only reason why that match played is because I did not change the channel. I didn't feel like it. I'm going to tell y'all what matches were good on the show today. The match between Apollo Crews and JD McDonough was a solid match. Those two dudes performed exceptionally well. All right? They did exceptionally well. That match was beautiful from start to finish. And y'all know I don't give a damn about JD McDonough and his swollen ass head. I can give less than 2 fucks about his weirdo ass. But that man performed exceptionally well today. Great match between those two. And now we get to have Braun Breaker versus Apollo, which I think will be an amazing matchup as well. Now, some of the stuff that was in between, I didn't get to see. I did get to see the Dyad go up against Briggs and Jensen. Don't really know what the fuck is going on with that shit. I do know that fuck ass Kiana came out there I'm assuming it's got something to do with a bar and her trying to buy up all this real estate, messing with Jensen, fucked around and left Briggs in the damn ring, and he ended up getting double teamed, and they lost the match. Not to mention, fucking Ava stepped in the way like she on some Rhea Ripley shit. Okay? I'm just high key annoyed today. Today is not the fucking day. Okay? And NXT did not deliver. And that fucking match really sealed the deal. It was horrible. And you know what, Mandy? You cosplayed as Nikki Bella, so you definitely did that bitch justice today. 100%. Definitely gave that bitch justice today. Oh. Boo is all I got to say about that shit. Match of the night was Apollo and JD, and that's a shame. Both title matches were shitty. I did not watch Von Wagner and Braun Breaker. I was washing my hair at the time. Gerard told me that Braun Breaker did beat Von Wagner, and the moment I heard that was the moment that I knew that Mandy was going to retain her title as well. Isla Dawn ain't no threat. I called her Kira in the cliff notes I gave you. I can't. Hold on, she dressed like Nikki Bella. She looked like Nikki Bella to me. Call it what you want, but she looked like Nikki Bella to me. She sure did with the same tired ass title reign. I'm not lying. Let me use Kenny notes because there was only certain parts that I missed. But the one thing that I did love besides JD and Apollo Cruz's match was the announcement of Deadline and the Iron Survivor match. I think that's what it's called. So here are the rules for the Iron Survivor Challenge rules. 5 superstars will compete in a 25-minute match. 2 will begin, and every 5 minutes a new one enters till all 5 are in the ring. The goal is to have no falls at the end of 25 minutes. 1 pinfall equals 1 point. The superstar who has been pinned goes in the penalty box for 90 seconds. Now, if you ask yourself why this sounds so familiar, it sounds a lot like Impact's match that they just had a few months back when Mia Yim, Mickie James, and a few others were in that match. Now, I don't know what that match was called, but that Survivor Challenge match sounds a lot like Impact's match that they just had. I'm not sure what it's called, but I'm sure y'all can figure it out. Never mind. I opened IG. She popped right up. Yeah, Isla Dawn showed up, babe. I was happy for Braun retaining, but pissed off that Mandy retained because she's gonna keep on saying put something on my name. They should have saved Theory for Braun and Von's match. And as far as the women go, that Iron Survivor match is going to go to either Isla or Zoe unless they swerve and give it to Indy. Quite frankly, I think they should give it to Indy. And she should be the one to take the title off of Mandy. And I think they're not even going to let Alba stay down here in NXT. I think Alba's going to be brought up. So, because that's the kind of career-ending match, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And that's not a normal match. Like, if they was just gonna let her stay down there, if that was me, I would want to be called up. You know what I'm saying? After this, I done had 5 shots at this championship, at least 2 or 3 feuds with this woman. Y'all had no plans on giving me the title at any given point. So why do I need to stay down here? I could go up to the main roster and wreak some havoc on that main roster. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Instead, I'm stuck down here in developmental hell with this bitch and she can't wrestle a damn fart.
Can't hit her ass with both hands.
Jesus Christ. The bitch in the ring and literally collapsed in the ring in the middle of the match. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Do what the fuck you want to, Shawn Michaels, because I'm telling you right now, the longer you keep Mandela's stupid ass as champion, I am out. I am not watching the women's division on her regard, nor do I give a fuck about Toxic Attraction. I am not watching it because it's not necessary. Okay? Y'all can talk all y'all want to about Roman and his 5 moves. His 5 moves. That's all I see. That's all I hear every time I open up my Twitter, Instagram, all that shit. But I can tell you this, even if he's gonna perform, those matches are solid. That's a clean match you're gonna get, whether you love him or you hate him. His opponents don't have to carry him throughout the match. He's gonna perform and live up to expectations. Can't fucking say that about Mandy. But you know, whatever, bitch. Indy better be the Iron Survivor. She's gone through 3 whole eras. At this point, I don't give a fuck who beats Mandy. Clearly. Send Alba to help Bianca if Becky ain't ready yet. But Becky will be back so soon. Will be back so damn. I just sent Alba up there. She don't have to help nobody. Let me pull up Kenny's notes. Kenny said the first match of the night obviously was Braun Breaker going up against the Neanderthal, Von Wagner. She said Braun defeated Von to retain his NXT championship. Gonna be honest, they could have saved Theory's cash in for this match, which I said yesterday, and I said it when Theory tried to cash in last week. He should have cashed in on Breaker. Then you could have did a triple threat between him, Breaker, and Apollo Crews, and dropped that title to Apollo Crews. Theory would have had the title for maybe a month, if that. You know what I'm saying? And then you could have moved forward from there. Easy peasy, rice and cheesy. Temper Tantrum Stark came out talking about how she don't have to carry Nikita no more, calls herself undeniable, and the rest of the gals are prey. Girl, we don't care. So I did see Zoe Stark's promo, and quite honestly, it was no different from any other heel turn promo. She told off the crowd, to which she got a nice cheap pop for, and I guess everybody's gonna be happy about that. But I ain't gonna lie, she told the truth about some stuff about how bitches is getting famous on Instagram and they ain't putting in the real work in the ring. And she said she only moving and popping because y'all enjoy her assets, which is fucking true. I ain't even gonna front on Zoe for that. Zoe is telling the truth. She's telling the truth. She said, Indusher, Sanga, and Veer battled local talent. We know how this goes. They said they put some respect on them when they beat the Creed brothers. Now, I did see Indusher beat up on them Tweedledee and Tweedledum. And I saw them speak. And basically what they saying is in India, they are regarded as celebrities. But here in the States, they treat it like the bottom of people's shoe. And they do respect the Creed brothers. But the only way that they know to gain respect is to take out people who are already at the top of the mountain. And the Creed brothers are those guys. So that's why they're going after them. Which to me makes sense. But at the same time, like, you ain't have to attack the dudes, you know what I'm saying, from behind. But, you know, whatever. Live your best life, bitch. I don't give a shit. Like I said, JD McDonough and Apollo Crews had the best match of the night. The match was solid from start to finish. Those two men performed. High key is one of my favorite matches of the year, if we're being honest. And you can rewatch that match and really enjoy a lot of the transitions, the speed, the agility, and just JD McDonough. And as much shit as I give his big headed ass, I give him a lot of flack for, and rightfully so. But JD McDonough is one of the cleanest and most pristine wrestlers you can find in all of WWE. He is very, very smart when it comes to ring awareness and just ring intelligence overall. And he understands his opponents better than most. He knows how to counter them effectively and slow that match down so that it works into his favor. He just is a very solid wrestler. And it sucks that he's such a shitty person because you want to be behind McDonough because of how well he wrestles. But he's just a fucking weirdo. And I just can't, in good conscience, be like, ooh, yeah, let's root for JD McDonough. Absolutely the fuck not. Okay? Because he's weird. He's a weirdo. Weirdo. Okay? I can't say it any louder. I can't say it any louder. He's a weirdo. He just is. I feel like they might pull off Oscar and Mandy where they're gonna relinquish the title, which would be a terrible move because they would make Mandy look untouchable in NXT. Okay. 100%. 100% Tooth, no lies told. I just hate his fucking guts and I'm mad that he's so good because I have to watch I watch his matches because they're good. Why are you coming in here telling me shit that I already know? This is already known and we've already talked about it. Why are you typing it like it's a fucking headline? Like what is going on? Am I not speaking English? Y'all do whatever y'all want to do. Anyways, the North American Championship contract signing with Mello kissing Booker's ass and Booker being a fan. Wes waiting for these niggas to come on. Like all contract signings are like this one. Okay, so the price of reaching more people, babe. Okay, so I saw the contract signing, but I had it on mute. And this is why, and I hate that I watched Wrestling on Mute today because Booker T was on 50,000 today. I don't know exactly what was wrong with him, but I swear to God, he was on crack because he was tripping. Jerry said when the show started, he was talking so fast and saying so much, he could not understand what he said exactly. He just was talking a lot of stuff and stringing words together, but it didn't make sense coherently. Then after that, I mean, he was on 1,000. It was just over the top, like he was trying to be excited about it. And I'm just like, what are you doing? What are you doing? This is why you have to vet your commentary. Booker T was not the guy to put on commentary for NXT. Why? Because he doesn't know the damn product. You should have left Barrett on commentary for NXT. Move Booker to SmackDown until we got Pat back and let Booker go on hiatus while Pat was there until football season for college starts again. Because I'm telling you, Booker T is a menace. He is not prepared for NXT. I don't know why. I don't know what his issue is, but he is not prepared. He doesn't have the chops. Like, I would have been okay if you had switched out Corey with Booker, put Corey in NXT and put Booker on Raw. Now, I understand why you left Corey on Raw, because his wife's on Raw, okay? So that part I get. But I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's the way that he does it. He doesn't have any wherewithal when he's talking about the product. It's like he has no knowledge of it. And it's so effing weird. It's so weird. I'm just like, what is wrong with you? Were you high? Like, what? Oh, I swear that man called one of them Sir Mix-a-Lot. I can't. Booker T don't know shit about NXT. Clearly he don't. He did too damn much for me. He just was over the top. And he was over the top even for him. And that says a lot, okay? Because even Vic was like, you real hype today, ain't you, Book? Like, it's like, damn, the last couple of weeks you've been there, you've been acting like a deadpan fish. Now all of a sudden you took your caffeine pills today. What happened? You and Charmel got your shit? Y'all got it in today? What is going on? What is happening, sir? Because you was overly hype. Like you was sniffing coke hype. Telling you. He'd be like, I haven't studied much on this particular person, but I do know this. And I'd be like, no. He don't know nothing. He knows nothing about the products. Nothing. Now, when they did this thing, Wesley just straight up was tired of Carmelo and his bullshit. Now, I will say this. Carmelo looked nice in his royal blue suit. But the one thing that I cannot stand is when a man got on a very nice suit, he got on nice shoes, and he don't have the decency to put on a decent fucking shirt. You're a grown man, sir. You could have put on a V-cut t-shirt and I would have been happy. I wouldn't have said nothing. I'd have been like, that's different. You know what I'm saying? But you out there, every time I see you, you ain't never got on no fucking shirt. Between you and that Dingleberry Trick Williams, you keep carting around with you everywhere. I don't know who's worse. But you know what? I can't even be mad at Trick today because the nigga had on a shirt. It was open. Because he going to show them tittles. One thing about Trick is it's either the abs or the tittles. He going to show one of them. You going to see me, okay? But I'm tired of seeing your titties, Carmelo. I'm tired of seeing your titties. Especially when I'm not supposed to, when I don't need to. I'm tired of seeing your titties, sir. Put your motherfucking shirt on. You could have put on a white shirt and opened it. And you would have looked damn good. But you just had to bring your stupid ass out there with no shirt on. Why? For what? We can't miss your little ass. You right there. Put on the fucking shirt. Just put on a fucking shirt. Because that irritated my goddamn soul. Like, just put on a fucking shirt. He must have got some of that coffee Rollins be drinking. Trick couldn't fill an A cup. What is there to show? He shows a lot. Anyways, next week it's gonna be Carmelo versus Wesley for the North American Championship. And my God, please let Wesley retain. Of all the things that you could do, let Wesley retain the championship. Now, Wendy Chu did have a promo in the back. And Wendy basically said Cora reopened some old wounds of hers when she was getting teased in school. And she basically admitted that Cora was right about some things. She said, I am wacky, but I like to have fun and not take things too seriously. And I like to have fun in life and just enjoy it. I'm not always trying to be a serious, fun-sucking praying mantis like Cora Jade. which in hindsight, Wendy Chu is right. And I don't have an issue with Wendy being who she is. Do I think her character has longevity? Not necessarily, but in NXT, it works for her, in my opinion. I think that she can modify the character so that she's on the main roster. Maybe not come out in the onesies, in the pillow. She can still do the cutesy thing that she does. She can still have aspects of that character, but she's gonna need to amp up her character. We know that Wendy has levels, so we know she can evolve into different things. So I think Wendy Chu will be fine when she gets to the main roster. Cora, on the other hand, I'm gonna be honest, I don't like Cora. I didn't really care for her when she first got there. Um, I feel like as a face and as a heel, she lacks charisma. She lacks that that you would feel it you want to feel something when you see a wrestler. And a lot of people, like, they confuse my assessment of some wrestlers with, like, oh, you just don't like them. No, like, you need to invoke some type of emotion from me when I'm watching you. And the only thing I get from Cora is annoyance. From her face character to her heel character, she's just wearing darker clothes and darker makeup, and she's more arrogant than she was when she was a face. Other than that, she's still the same fuck ass Cora. Okay. Nothing has changed other than she walks out there with a black kendo stick instead of the fucking skateboard. Live your best life. Either way, you're still not giving, at least not for me, in my opinion. Now, they're having a match next week. Cora resides in her AJ Lee shit. No, Cora gets cardboard cutout, babe. And I always find that they compare Cora and AJ Lee, and I give AJ Lee a lot of flack too. But one thing about AJ Lee is AJ Lee was a character. She did present herself as a character. You saw her as a character, and you can see what she was giving. This girl is not giving that. She is mimicking what AJ Lee was doing, but she ain't doing a good job of it. It's not being presented effectively. She ain't giving what she's supposed to give. And I'm just not interested in anything that she's giving at this present moment. And I don't think I ever will. So as far as Cora is concerned, I can give less than a goddamn about her wrestling Wendy next week. And if they decide to make this into an even bigger feud, live your fucking best life. I won't be watching it. I'm at the point where a lot of this shit I could do without. But these two, this is an unnecessary feud that did not need to happen, and it's just not necessary. It wasn't interesting when it started. It's not interesting now. It was interesting with Lash because Lash rose to the occasion. Okay, it was interesting with Tiffany Stratton, and I give Tiffany Stratton her flack too. But Tiffany Stratton is a character, and she evokes an emotion from me, and it's more than just an annoyance. Tiffany does perform effectively when in the ring. She has her moments, but that girl wrestles. Cora is lazy in the ring. I don't like watching her in the ring, and I find myself drifting off into something else when she performs. That's just the bottom line. So I can care less about what Cora's doing, in my personal opinion. Okay, so Don said AJ Lee had more to give in every aspect, and I don't even like AJ Lee. He said they only look alike, and they always do. This is why I'm like, you can't give flowers to people that just start. True. 100% true. Now, this match with Mandy and Alba Fire, like I said in the beginning of the show, it was horrible. It was a horrible match, and it ended even more horrible. Isla Dawn made her way to NXT, which I'm just asking why. I just want to know for what. What was the point? What was the point? Why do we have to suffer through this fucking match for y'all to have this bitch debut? What was the point? And Hunter had the nerve to say she could be the next Sasha Banks. Child, bye. I think Hunter see a lot of potential in people that they don't see in themselves, and I think when that potential does not manifest, Hunter does make an executive decision later on. But right now, it's not his job to assess Cora. It is Shawn Michaels, and you know he only got one eye. So you seen how his cockeyed ass was looking in the damn promos for Deadline. Jesus. Good Lord. Oh my God. Shit. I said that match record was coming. I mean, to be fair, Sasha was on bare bones when she came in. Character-wise, yes. Wrestling-wise, Sasha was fairly solid. There wasn't really much Sasha needed to change other than to change her wrestling so that she can wrestle for TV. But for the most part, she was a solid wrestler. Cora is okay. But if she can do better, she damn sure ain't showing it. She is not showing it. Cause y'all got rid of Persia, and Persia was solid in the fucking ring. Okay, I loved Persia. I thought Persia could have been great. Okay, and when they got rid of her, that hurt. And I'm like, now I ain't even gonna go into it. We're just gonna leave it at that. Child, them eyes was cocked. Okay, I was trying to figure out what camera he was looking. I'm dead. I was like, oh baby, follow the figure. Child. But at the same time, when anybody got the time, they rose to the occasion. Yeah, but Cora is more bare than those elephant bones on the Lion King. Jesus. Cora had a good match to me since the Fatal 4-Way. True. He said Isla was supposed to get the NXT UK belt, but it got scrapped for Bia. I'm all understanding of that. I have no issues with Isla Dawn being in NXT. What I don't like is her debuting in this particular match against Mandy and Alba Fire. I don't care about it. And you use Bia for one match. Bia disappears. Nobody sees Bia. It's like y'all only bring them in for a little while. Now, if these people do not want to be in WWE over in the States in NXT, that's fine. They're like, we're going to wait around for NXT Europe, so they may use them on occasion. I'm all for that. Have no issues with that. But here's my thing. Why did you have her debut and cost Alba the match when you could have just had a regular fucking match? Is my point. Like, we didn't have to go through all this rigmarole. This last woman standing bullshit was annoying. You made me sit through this horrible friggin' match for you to just go and do this. High key unnecessary. No. Child, the whole UK disappeared after 3 weeks. Rico, Kenny, and I was talking about it the other day. That's because they're getting ready to gear up for NXT Europe, which I'm not like mad about. What's wrong?
Oh, they just need to help turn his powder. They got the top is stuck somehow.
Which I'm not like necessarily mad about. They're gearing up for NXT Europe, and that's coming next year. So they're gonna start, people are gonna start debuting and then moving and shaking, whatever. Did Tyler just disappear too? Yeah. He hasn't wrestled since he debuted with the championship and they got rid of those titles. He hasn't been there. The only team that's solid and has been there regularly is Pretty Deadly. And they're the only ones that have come from the UK and stayed. There's no females that came from UK and stayed. Only one that did is Alba. She's the only one. Bia had her match with Miko, gone. Miko, gone. Miko had a second match. She's gone. I haven't seen her since then. They all went with the Thanos snap. She is so stupid. So that's how NXT ended. It ended with us looking at this bitch with the championship. I'm just over it. So if you have not heard about the Deadline match, hopefully I don't get flagged for this. I thought I uploaded the video. But let me get this video uploaded and then y'all can hear it in Shawn Michaels' words. Now I did have to finagle this a little bit so that they don't flag me. Hopefully they won't flag me. So just hold tight, y'all.
Damn right we take turns being wrong. I get real accountable when I'm alone. I get real about it all when I'm alone. It's so crazy missing you when I get on. Now Julio made me Fulvio, and I might hit your phone up with that rock bye. Listen my da da da, listen that all of this love is toxic. All of this love is toxic. All these kisses and hugs and toxic. You a damn drug, toxic.
If you don't wanna see me, if you don't wanna see me, did a full 180, crazy, thinking about the way I was. Did the heartbreak change me, baby? But look at where I ended up. I'm okay already, so moved on, it's scary. I'm not where you left me at all. So, if you don't wanna see me dancing with somebody, don't show up, don't come out, don't stop caring about me now. Walk away, you know how. Don't stop caring.
I'm not gonna fight with it. It don't want to upload it, so we're gonna leave it alone, okay? He said Blair Witch gone too. Child. Yes, Blair's not there. At least she's not wrestling on television. So I separate those from the ones that came at Worlds Collide. Yeah. Do we have a new NXT Women's Champion? No. I literally just showed the picture and you were in here, if I recall. She's still champion. So the answer to that is no. All right. So next week on NXT, we're supposed to have the North American Championship and we're supposed to have these two fight. Now, I don't know if they're going to do some type of contract signing for Apollo and Brian Breaker, but those two seem to be embroiled in a feud. JD McDonough is on quite the losing streak, which I'm pretty sure he won't be too happy about that. Neither will Von Wagner because he's been on quite the losing streak as well. Now, I'm sure Mandy's going to come out bragging once again, talking all her shit or whatever the case may be. And we'll have to, I'm not going to deal with that. When she come on the screen, I'm going to change the channel. Because I'm over it. But Deadline is happening on December 10th. And Deadline has a special match, like I said earlier. So for those of you who were late, it is called the Iron Survivor Challenge match. 5 superstars will compete in a 25-minute match. 2 will begin, and every 5 minutes, a new competitor will enter in the ring until all 5 are in the ring. Goal is to have the most falls at the end of the 25 minutes. 1 pinfall equals 1 point. Superstars that are pinned go into the penalty box for 90 seconds. All right. So that is the new match that is set for NXT at Deadline. All right. Oh, you sent the rules. I got them. Thank you, Kenny. Appreciate you. Kenny's always on it. So, Friday, of course, you're probably going to have a collision between the Bloodline and the Brawling Brutes team, which more than likely is when they will set up the War Games match between the Bloodline and Team Brawling Brutes. I'm calling them Team Brawling Brutes. All right. Now, Survivor Series is the final pay-per-view of the year for WWE main roster as a whole. There will be no pay-per-views between Survivor Series and Royal Rumble. That means we're going to go 2 months without a pay-per-view. It's going to be an interesting thing. Anywhoosies. If you care, you care. Now, like I said yesterday, Bianca Belair has her 4th team member in Mia Yim, and Bailey and Co have their 5th team member in Rhea Ripley. Now we're just waiting to see who the 5th will be for Bianca, and we're hoping, or at least we think, that it will be Becky Lynch to be her number 5. With all that being said, we also have Finn Balor and AJ Styles booked for Survivor Series for a one-on-one match. And I'm pretty sure they're probably going to do Johnny Gargano versus Miz at Survivor Series or something. All right. They did post the Survivor Series official rules for this match. Let me make sure I don't have nothing hiding stuff. Okay. So it says the official rules for Survivor Series is 2 teams will be contained in separate cages with 1 member of each team starting the match. After 5, a member from the advantage team will be released to enter the match. After a 3-minute period, alternating members from each team will enter the match until all competitors are inside the cage. Once all competitors have entered, War Games officially begins. The only way to win the match is by pinfall or submission. All tools are legal. So chairs, tables, kendo sticks, garbage cans, anything that you can use in that match, usually they'll get it before they go in there, toss it over that cage, and they usually have those tools and tricks in that ring. It's a pretty gnarly match. If you've never watched a War Games match before, I highly recommend that you go back on the Peacock Network and maybe pick up some older NXTs. And all of the men's War Games and the original War Games that happened on NXT before they implemented the females, Undisputed Era was in just about every single War Games match, whether they were on the offense or the defense. They were in just about every single match for War Games. So you have that. I would highly recommend you go back and watch it. If you can watch it on YouTube, I say search it up on YouTube. You can watch it there as well. Dexter and Miz are fighting for the possibility of Dexter getting a contract and his money. Right. Okay. So it's gonna be Dexter and Miz at Survivor Series. They didn't have a graphic for that, so I don't have it. Anyways, yeah, that is it. That's all y'all need to know. There isn't really much else to discuss. It's just NXT was not what I was expecting it to be today. It could have been better, in my opinion. I wish that it was. I did skip. I did talk about Schism a little bit. Schism went up against Briggs and Jensen, and Schism won thanks to Kiana calling herself attacking Fallon. She fell on Briggs. On Jensen, which I thought was fucking weird. I was like, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" Like she's such a weirdo. I'm not a fan of her. I'm just not. Not don't leave us. I have nothing else to discuss when it comes to wrestling. I'm very irritated when it comes to this because this show could have been better. I think Indy and Tatum had a semi decent match. They had a small botch in their match as well, and it just was. It just was. It wasn't hitting. It wasn't, as the kids say, it didn't give what it was supposed to have gave. Okay, it was very mid. I was like, okay, girl, yeah, just come in and say Isla Dawn can destroy me. I've never seen Isla Dawn. I've come across her in some of the things that I've watched when it comes to NXT UK. Right now I don't really. I'm indifferent towards her because of the way that she debuted. If she had debuted after Mandy won the match and like attacked Alba while she was trying to get out the ring, or while Alba was going to the back, I would have been like, okay, cool. But like it it's not given, as they say. They say it's not given, and it didn't. It's NXT bad tonight. It was given dry turkey at Thanksgiving. It was given well seasoned but dry turkey at Thanksgiving. And not the kind of dry where all the moisture is sucked out of your mouth. But it was given dry turkey, like you definitely need some macaroni and cheese and some dressing to get that down. You know what I'm talking about, babe? You know the kind of turkey I'm talking about? The kind daddy like. Daddy like his turkey like that. But anyway, it was given dry turkey at Thanksgiving. I think that's an appropriate description. What you think?
Yep.
Is that close?
Yep.
That's close? Okay. She can get off live today, but her ass gonna be back tomorrow. Isla pulling Gigi's look better than Gigi. I mean, if that's what you like, sure. Not bad, but dry from what I've been gathering. You'll see. And really, honestly, you don't even have to watch the whole show. I mean, I have said this before, and I will continue saying it. Von Wagner is not somebody that I would put in the category of someone who's going to put on an amazing match. WWE has a bad habit of pulling big guys because they're big and trying to turn them into wrestling superstars. And Omos, Wagner, Braun Strowman sometimes, They are the types, they're the archetypes. They're the big, burly, strong dudes, or abnormally tall and abnormally athletic, and just they're just not they're not good at their jobs. Those are the standout big guys that can't wrestle. Otis is half their height, twice their weight, and does 3 times the amount of work that each one of those men do in the ring. And that says a lot. So, yeah. They really trying to make Von a thing. Well, he's not. And that's kind of the point. Like, he's not a thing. He'll never really be a thing. But because he's a big, tall dude, they're going to keep his ass around. He just like he's just like Fetch. Never gonna happen. It looked like Fetch caught on a lot because all I see is hoes quoting Mean Girls 24/7, child. So all right. Sir, not here a bad thing. Not like listen. That Lima Bean can wrestle. I give Otis the blues all the time, but at the same time, that man can wrestle. He's dangerous. There's very few men that look. You see what I'm saying? Don Fetch is definitely a thing. Okay. There's very few men who have Otis's size and look like him and can move as quickly as he does, have his type of agility and just his wrestling capability, period. There are very few men who have that. And then you have guys like Omos and Braun who are tall. They have nothing but pure muscle and weight, and they don't know what to do with it. They have no idea how to move, how to make, how to work. They don't know anything. It's weird. So, yeah. I'm not like too mad about Mandy retaining her championship because I kind of figured that she would. The moment that I saw Braun Breaker kept his title, I'm like, yeah, she's not dropping it today. But great. We have to suffer through another 3 months of her being champion until Stand and Deliver. I'm over it. Ivar is smaller than Otis, right? In weight, I think Ivar is, but Ivar is another one that is very good on his feet in terms of wrestling, and he has a lot of agility too and speed to be such a big guy. He works very, very well. So he's another one. I forgot about him, but thank you for reminding me. He's another one that does exceptionally well in the ring for his weight and his height. It just baffles me that there are people who are close to his weight, close to his height, and can't do half of what he does in the ring. You just be like, why are you here, bro? Why are you here? What is this? What is going on? Tip, I thought you liked Braun Strowman, at least I'm in early days before he got left. The reason why I stopped liking Braun Strowman is because when Braun Strowman, here's the thing. So I give Brock Lesnar a lot of flack. Okay. Same thing with Bobby Lashley. But the reason why I can watch a Lashley or Lesnar match compared to watching a Braun Strowman match and being entertained is because those men rise to the occasion of the opponent. It is not always just, I'm a monster among men, I'm going to Hulk smash everything. In the beginning, it seemed like Braun Strowman was trying to progress. But as time went on, he allowed his ego to get in the way. So he became complacent. He didn't evolve. And that's the problem. He's not different than he was a few years back when he was doing the same shit that he's doing now. It's not his moveset or anything. I'm 100% okay with that. But the way he performs in the ring, it doesn't change by the opponent. If you look at how most guys wrestle, think about like Braun Breaker, and you think about Roman Reigns, and you think about guys like Drew and Sheamus, all bigger guys in height and weight, but their performance will change by the opponent. Maybe Roman has to be a little bit faster because his opponent relies on speed. So he's going to use his power to slow things down. When you're talking about somebody like Braun Strowman, who relies solely on his brawn and power, he then doesn't do that. Like he'll have the same move. It's a some type of slam in the ring, and then he's doing that run over move that he does on the outside, whatever the fuck he calls it, and then he goes back in the ring and he's trying to pick you up and slam you again. There's nothing that makes you invested when you watch the match. There's no true move set with him. And as time progressed, I started to see that he is not going to progress his move set because they're not requiring him to do so. So I am not interested in that. I want to watch matches where you're going to do something. Gunther is a very good example of someone who relies on power and brawn, but does it successfully. That is why I am not a fan of Braun Strowman's anymore. And to put it frankly, I'm a woman and I'm allowed to change my mind. But I change my mind on wrestlers often, if you notice. Ooh, y'all didn't like that conversation about Braun Strowman, huh? Y'all left, my numbers went down. It was like, ooh, we're gonna go. Thanks, Tiff. Thank you so much. Thanks for sticking around, but we're gonna leave. You're amazing though.
Time to head out.
You're amazing though. We love you. We love you. But we're gonna yeah, we're just gonna leave. So tomorrow is the I'm gonna do the HBCU confessions tomorrow because Icy's been asking me to do those. I'll collect those tomorrow, and I will do the SBC chat tomorrow. I think I might do that early and get that out the way. Might do that early in the live and get that out the way. And we'll do Q&A tomorrow. Make sure everybody can ask whatever questions they want to ask. Since I'm still here, I just didn't know what to say. No, I wasn't talking about y'all that stayed. I was talking about everybody that left. I was up to like 25 viewers in here earlier, which is abnormal for me, to be honest. I usually am talking to about 15 people at a time. It's very rare that I get that many people. Usually the numbers go up depending on the topic at hand. And when it was Extreme Rules, I had really high views, especially after Clash at the Castle. Clash at the Castle, I had over 100 people in here, which was strange. That was beyond strange to look at the numbers and be like, there's 100 people in here. Like, it's a lot of people. That's a lot of people. So I want Walter and Dragunov again. I highly doubt that Dragunov will come over to the States and stay in the States. I think Dragunov is going to be a part of NXT Europe. And Walter may go back to NXT Europe if he feels like it. So you may get it again. You never know. I'll be here. Okay. Dang, it just happened. So I am going to get that stuff together for y'all and have that stuff primed and ready to go right here on my computer, and then I'll just upload it and we'll do segments. So tomorrow we'll do Q&A. We'll talk about whatever y'all want to talk about, wrestling wise, lifestyle wise. We'll do that, and we'll do the HBCU confessions, and we will do the SBC chat because everybody likes the SBC chat. And I might do some Am I the Asshole posts because those are pretty funny. Some of them are funny and some of them are just really fucking shitty, but some of them are pretty funny. on her computer. Oh, why you gotta mess with me? Why you gotta mess with me though? Like you're so rude. You're so rude, Rico. Y'all remember those IG lives? Those were the best 4 hours. Woo, what a time we had. The Am I the Assholes are a great time to reflect on. I mean, yeah. I do not do IG lives anymore for one simple reason. Y'all do not come in there. I will sit there for like 10 minutes. Nobody will be in the live. And I'm just like, yeah, I'm a bounce. Um, I'm not going to do lives with people and they don't come in the live. Like I used to go live right after Raw. Like I would pull up the shit, go right in there, and I would sit there. IG would purposely not put out my video to let people know that I was live, and they would come in and be like, "I didn't even know you was live. Like you're live right now. I didn't even know." Like, and I'm just like, I'm just not doing it no more. It's no point. The live's not gonna get no views. Nobody's gonna see it. Y'all will find it later, and then I'll get comments telling me that you didn't know I was live. Nobody gave you a notification, and it's just too much. I have the notifications on and it stopped telling me. That's what I'm saying. They purposely stopped pushing my stuff. And it all started right after I got that intellectual property strike from AEW. And then I got 2 more strikes for the post that I shared from TikTok and a post that I posted on my own page with a picture of me. It had my picture on it. And it got taken down for bullying. So I was like, how the fuck did I bully myself? The picture was about me. It was me. It literally just had bitch across the top of it. And they were like, yeah, this violates the community guidelines for bullying. I'm like, really, dude? Bullying? Okay. I'm like, I'm over it. So I know what the problem is. Anytime I share anything from TikTok, if it has music in it, if it has something in there, somebody reports it, I immediately get flagged. Instagram will stop pushing my videos and my views will start to go down again. So I have to be very careful of what I share from TikTok. I have to be very careful of what I post on my page because if anyone gets in their feelings and decides to flag my post, I could lose my page. And I have to start all over again, which fucking sucks because it was hard for me to get to where I am now. So that social is not what it used to be, and I hate it. I got a bullying violation for saying bitch, what's in Delaware? Freedom of speech, my ass. Exactly. But Kanye West can go on the internet and tell everybody that, you know, slavery was a choice. And anything else, Candace Owens could tell everybody that black culture is a horrible culture and nobody should want to nobody should want to partake in it. You got Donald Trump telling everybody that the Latino people come from shit people or they come from everybody that's not white come from shithole countries. It's like, damn. Oh my goodness. Like I can't say nothing on the internet. It's halftime
for the Kings and
tired.
Brooklyn. Yeah, that shit said when Red Velvet was mentioned, Chuck thought y'all made chocolate red velvet cake.
I believe it. I bet you ain't double fisting churros now. This bitch ass. I got flagged for saying I'll stomp someone out for Charlotte, right? Like there's no freedom of speech anymore. But it's fine, because certain videos I will monetize when I'm here on YouTube and others I will not. YouTube allows you to say what you want to say and do what you want to do. It is what it is. But I'm not gonna go live on Instagram no more because they're not gonna tell you that I'm live. Why go live on the platform when they're not going to tell you that I'm live? I could literally post it in on my posts and say, hey, I'm going live in 5 minutes. I'll pull up, sit there, nobody comes in the live. Nobody. And I'm like, I had to ask, like, what is going on? Like, why is nobody in here? I wouldn't get nobody in there. And then I get one person like, I didn't even know you was live. And then I get a whole bunch of messages like, you was just live. Like, why'd you not go live again? I'm like, no, I'm not fucking doing that. I'm not doing that at all. I said, fuck men and got flagged for hate speech. So right now I got like 3 flags on my Instagram. One of them is recent. So every time that it's a recent flag, that costs me more opportunities to monetize my content or anything like that. So go to settings and account. And then account status. So I am in violation and I could lose my account in the future. It says it's showing me things that have been removed. So after a year is when all that stuff will start to fall off. So the last time that I got flagged, like I said, was for a post that was a picture of me. And it says this post was removed because the post that it threatens, degrades, or shame people. Posts with personal information shared to harass or blackmail people. Posts with threats to post intimate images of others. Instagram has zero tolerance policy for this behavior. This picture is of me. And I haven't threatened anybody. I didn't threaten nobody. Nobody was threatened in the picture. This picture is of me. I posted this picture. And so this one was posted in June. So I got to wait till June till this one falls off. And then there was one where Survivor Series had a trans person on there and they were talking. There was a guy who was getting ready to be eliminated and he outed the dude. He outed the dude and told everybody that he was using his trans identity to further himself in the game, but nobody knew he was trans. So under that post, I said, if I was him, I'd whooped his ass. Flagged immediately for language that leads to serious violence, threats that could lead to death, violence, or serious injury, instructions on how to make weapons if the goal is to seriously injure or kill people. I was like, how do that even fit? I said, okay. So those 2 don't fall off until June. I'm not going to be able to get rid of that until June. And then I just recently got one because of my stories, because a girl said bitch in a TikTok video and it was heard and TikTok immediately flagged. Instagram immediately flagged it. So that gave me another one. I was down to just these 2, but now I have this one. So I have to wait until that falls off. So I lost my branding status so that I could charge for doing branded videos. I lost that because of this. And it's just making you not want to use Instagram anymore. Bullshit, because they still got tabs on me from like 2019. Well, the one I had from last year just fell off a couple weeks ago. The one that I got from, I think it took 2 years for that intellectual property strike to fall off with AEW, because that was the one that was on there. That was the one that was on there. And so you're bullying bitches, Tiffany. I'm bitches, right? Like, it's my post. It's a picture of me. What are you talking about? Taylor lost his too. Well, fuck Instagram. I can fucking curse if I fucking want to. What the fuck? Got me all types of fucked up. Right after his talent show. Yeah, but I'm not like Taylor. Taylor has, he has a rapport with everybody. Well, Taylor's able to draw people in on so many levels, and Taylor was able to grow his page very, very quickly, and I stalled out because my content doesn't change, and I like doing my content the way that it is. There's nobody on Instagram that does my content the way I do it. It's very rare that I come across a page that does what I do on Instagram, so I don't want to change my content to try to match Taylor's energy. But like I said, he could lose his page today and start up a new page, and he'll gain those 10,000, 100,000 followers right the fuck back because he's constantly posting and he finds everything so fast and so quickly. It makes it easy for him to have his followers right there with him at the go, and they're always on pace. I just can't do that. I'm not going to do that. So, anyways, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and head out. He said only other person is Wrestle Shade, but even he do things differently. Exactly. He have a different way of delivering it. And I'm just like, I'm just keep doing me. I like doing it the way I'm doing it. And I have fun. I'm just watching wrestling. And honestly, I'm just watching wrestling. So I'm going to go and I'm going to talk to you guys tomorrow. We can talk about all this stuff tomorrow. I will go live. I'll go live at 7. That'll give me an extra hour. So I'll go live at 7 tomorrow, and we could do Q&A tomorrow. We will do SBC chat, HBCU confessions, and I am gonna throw in what did I say? HBCU confessions, SBC chat. I'm supposed to do something else. You remember? You remember what I said? I'll figure it out tomorrow. And we might do you know? Or y'all asked me to do finish the lyrics, which okay. I mean, that's cool. I have to pull up some songs and see what I can what I can get y'all to do. But anyways, I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Make sure you have your questions and stuff ready tomorrow, so we don't have to wait around and go through no drama. Okay. And I will talk to y'all tomorrow. Thank y'all so much for coming and being part of my show. Please don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe on the channel. It really helps to get my content out there for everybody to see. And I feel like even though we're a wrestling channel, we talk about a little bit of everything over here when I go live. So make sure you guys follow me on my social media as well. All of my socials are the same at Psych Design TV 2. You can find me on Twitter, and you can find me on Instagram, and you can find me on Facebook if you're a little and you like Facebook. But don't forget to follow me and subscribe, and make sure you rate my videos and get that algorithm up to push it up so I can start being a little bit more professional, so I can start making some coins. Okay? I will talk to y'all later. Love you. Bye.